YouTube, all you hammock campers and woodsmen and people of the outdoors. Bringing another video to you, and just thought I'd do a little run through of my DIY alcohol stove. This is it here. I call it the Bean Tin Edition. It's a simple alcohol stove. It's a wick burner, quite similar to the Fancy Feast, if any of you know what that is. It's very simple, just one small cut out top of a very small bean tin, and then the cut off bottom of a larger one. Wick wrapped right round the inside, and just a little couple of grooves notched into the bottom of this tin to let the fuel through to the wick. It works really well. It boils water really quickly. It's very sturdy, stable and light as you want. I've had quite a couple of gas stoves. They're just big, bulky, heavy things, even if you get the micro ones, and then you have to pay a lot of money for them. Basically, running this this stove, some of this Vango spirit fuel, bioethanol. I think it's about 97%. Paid £5 for this litre from Cotswolds Outdoors. I'm sure you'll be able to get it from plenty of other places, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get different brands, different prices. I haven't quite got the exact measurements of fuel for how much it takes to boil certain amounts of water. I just know roughly off the top of my head how much it takes to boil my billy can. Got myself a little DIY lid made out of just cheap tin foil. I might make another one out of some thicker stuff, like a turkey basting, turkey roasting tray or something like that, but that does me perfectly well for the time. The fuel just goes straight into the top. I'll spray a bit in and then let it soak into the wick just a little bit, and then top it off to the level that you want it. I usually use about much of a bottle. There's notches, little guidelines on the side. Usually use one of those to boil a full billy of water. It lights really easily. Just light it round the sides. A bit of heat in the middle primes it off nicely. I don't know whether you can see that. Burning away like a beauty. Just got it sat on a bit of tin foil just to stop it setting fire to any dry leaves that might be underneath. Billy can sits on top of there, perfectly balanced, nice and sturdy. Could do with a windbreaker, but just need to make one. We'll come back to that in a wee while. Should be about 5 minutes and it should be rolling boil. Alright people, back with the alcohol stove. It's been on for about 4 or 5 minutes now. Should have a good rolling boil. I'll take the lid off. Oh yes, good boil. Don't know whether you can see the steam there, bubbling away like a beast. Always want to watch your handles, sometimes can be pretty hot. But if you've got the wind blowing with you, always tilt your handles to the side the wind's coming from, so the flames are blowing away like this. Handles out here, it's going to keep as cool as you kinda can have it. This should go out pretty soon. The alcohol's almost completely gone out the bottom of it. You should see it start to die down soon. If you want to keep it warm, just, you know, have a little wave over the flames and it'll just keep it on the simmer. Sometimes you might like to have a pot stand, like a metal frame. I find them a bit bulky, so I just like to make a good stove that you can sit your pot right on the top of. That's basically the alcohol stove. I know some of you might have different preferences on what types of fuel you like to use. Some are cheaper. I find that the good bioethanol barely has any smell to it, doesn't give off any smoke, and yeah, it's really good burning, clean stuff. that's about my my rundown of my alcohol stove. All I've got left to do now, make myself a coffee.